E aí, galera, eu sou o Nóbrega, beleza? Chegando com mais uma gameplay no canal. Jogo na tela, esse jogo acaba de ser lançado, Killer Frequency. Nós somos aqui um radialista, tentar ajudar ouvintes que estão passando um perrengue aí, beleza? Então é isso, ativa o sininho, compartilha com a galera, se inscreve no canal, que ajuda pra caramba aí. Não esquece de tacar aquele likezão, pra não esquecer. Bora? Partiu? Isso, hein, gente? Ó, sinistra, trilha sonora. Caraca, eu tô aonde? Tô num beco. Galera, eu tô jogando com o controle do Sirius S, tá, ó. E a PC aqui. Movimentação. Eita, tá. Pegar objetos. Pressione para pegar objetos. RT. Beleza. Aí aqui tem... mandei mensagem. Beleza, Binho, beleza. Soltar objetos. Pegar objetos. Soltei. Não sei para que exatamente que eu iria levar uma garrafa, mas... Tá, tá. Cara, dá pra interagir com praticamente tudo aqui. Dá pra trocar de mão. Nossa, olha, sei. E por que que a gente começa num beco, né? Tem mapa? Continuar e tal. Não. Tô escutando barulho de água. Isso não é bom, hein, gente? Vou deixar aberto. Eu não tô entendendo por que que a gente começou num beco, cara. Escuro, noite. Será que a gente tá indo pro trabalho ainda? É isso? Cadeadão. Que é isso? Selecionar objeto, X. A girar. Tá, soltei. Caramba, tá bem estranho isso aqui, hein? Games do Careca. Opa, girei aqui o mouse, perdão. Games do Careca chegando com a gente. Seja bem-vindo, querido. Tamo junto. Dá pra entrar? Não. Isso. Nossa, que coisa mais estranha. Peraí, peraí. Cara, eu tô tentando entender por que que a gente começou o jogo num beco, sabe? É bem estranho isso, não sei, viu? É bem sinistro isso, hein? Suspeito, né? Pra falar a verdade. Era aí que a gente já continua. É, no mínimo, estranho, né? Você aparecer num beco, nessa escuridão aqui. É bem estranho mesmo, de verdade. Mas tranquilo. Olha, bem estranho mesmo, de verdade, gente. Isso aqui, viu? Vamos ver. Ah, dá pra agachar, mas aí eu tô sincronizando o controle. Acabou a bateria bem na hora que a gente tava ali. Pra baixar aqui, ó. Se for no PC, tá? Ok. Vamos ver. Tá. O controle não tá sincronizando. Jogando enquanto isso. Tô abaixado, não? Não, tô em pé. Tá bom. Beleza. Olha, na verdade eu tô indo, tá? Não sei se é por aqui. Portãozinho, ó. Achei algum local que a gente pode entrar, né? Vamos ver aqui. É, o controle não quer sincronizar, velho. Peraí. Vamos ver. Senão a gente vai com teclado e mouse mesmo. A porta fechou. Não entrei, ela fechou, ó. Abri de novo. Tem um relógio ali. Ah, sincronizou o controle de novo, gente. Bora. Que isso? Henrique. Henrique chegando aí, meu querido. Bom dia.
Oh my God!
Opa! Seja bem-vindo. Obrigado pelo resgate. Ah, peraí, dá pra ler isso aqui? Não? Ah, não dá pra ler nada. Rabisco, rabisco. Ó, são quase 11, 11, é isso? Quase 11. Ai, caceta, velho. Quem é esse? Ai, caceta. Caraca, gente.
You hear something, Peggy?
Huh? Hear what?
I thought I heard someone yelling, or I don't know, a howl.
Forrest, is this a joke?
No, I almost swore I heard something.
Oh, and here I was thinking you'd finally started to ease up. You probably just heard some cats outside.
Cats?
You know, 4 legs, whiskers, tails, not dogs.
I know what a cat is, but I mean, does Gallows Creek have a stray cat problem or something?
Not since the rats moved in. Anyway, you ready to do the pre-flight checks?
Seriously? Do we have to do these checks every time? And do you have to call them that?
Reggie pays us to check the equipment before each show, and he pays us to call it a pre-flight check. But if you're sure you don't want to...
Cara, aquele foi o iniciozinho, velho. Assustador, gente. Assustador. Preciso de um tutorial sobre como usar a mesa. Tá bom. Bora.
All right, fine. Let's get through this.
Alrighty, this is your captain speaking.
Really?
come on, let's have a bit of fun with it for once. Buckle in, folks. We're about to hit some tubular rents. Let's start with record playing.
Okay. Grab a record, stick it on the player, and hit play. Easy.
Tá. Onde? E?
Forrest, you need to grab a record and stick it on the turntable.
Tô tentando. Isso. Opa. Aí.
The record box is on the left, and the record player is on the right. Pick a record and stick it on the turntable. Then hit play.
Got it.
Great. Now turn it off. All right, up next, phone line buttons. Your captain will be waiting to take your call on line 1.
Tá. Onde? E?
Line 1 is the leftmost button. In front of you to the left. Should be lit up, Forrest.
All right, Peggy. Ready for you on line 1.
Who's Peggy? This is Captain Donald Key calling. Call me Don. You get it?
Yeah, it's a riot.
Great, and button 2 works just the same. So, let's move to the Peggy button.
You mean the producer line?
Like I said, the Peggy button. Press it when you need my help during the show.
Is there a Peggy mute button?
They haven't invented it yet. Now come on. The Peggy button is the third one on the phone line. I labeled it for you.
Press for Peggy.
This is your brain, Forrest. Sorry I made you such an unfun turkey.
I'm a turkey now, am I? Okay. Are we almost done?
Sound Blaster next.
That's an easy one.
Tá. Oops.
Sound Blaster, front of the desk to the right.
Isso.
It's the thing covered in buttons.
Ah. Aqui.
There we go. Always good for a cheap laugh.
All right, we're almost done. Just the volume sliders left. These should let you affect pretty much everything. But let's test it with a record. Play a record and change the volume with the music slider.
Tá.
All right. Seems to be all working. We done, Captain?
We sure are. Coming in for landing. Local time?
Should not encourage you.
I knew you had a fun side.
It's my fun side that gets me in trouble.
Now, let's get the show started. After your introduction, our first segment is Guess That Scream.
I thought that was a joke.
Nope, and don't blame me for this one. It's Reggie all the way, and he demands we do it tonight. Okay, you're live in 3, 2...
189.16.
Ok.
Good evening, Gallows Creek. This is your host, Forrest Nash, and you're listening to 189.16, The Scream. Before we start taking your calls tonight on Gallows Creek's only late-night phone-in talk show, I need to let you know about a special competition we have for you this evening. Guess That Scream.
This is actually one of the station manager's better ideas.
Here's how it works. I'm gonna play you a scream, then you call and guess that scream. We need you to guess why they're screaming. Did they stub their toe, saw off a finger, or discover the corpse of a loved one?
That's good. Now, Forrest, hit them with the tape.
We'll play that scream in just a second. Listen close, and then call in to guess that scream. Peggy, what do you mean play the tape? I used to have a tape guy do that for me.
You're not in Chicago anymore, Forrest. Here in Gallows Creek, you get to be your own tape guy. Come on, I gave it to you yesterday. Forrest, you do have the tape right. You knew we were doing this tonight.
Peggy, let's be real. Guess That Scream is a terrible idea. No, I don't have the tape.
It may be a stupid idea, but that doesn't mean it can't be fun. We're going to need a scream tonight, Forrest, and you're the one at the mic, so...
189.16.
Cara, tem muito diálogo no jogo, tá? Muito diálogo. E você consegue aqui interagir com a Peggy, ó. Falando sério.
Really, Peggy? You want me to scream? You know this show depends on my golden voice, right?
Come on, Forrest, just do it. That's enough dead air already. Just think of a scream and let it rip.
Oh, God. Sorry about that. I'm back. Had to step away there for a second. Listen close, and then call in to Guess That Scream. Well, folks, there you have it. Call in with your guesses, and if you get it right, you could win 2 tickets to the amazing Maze Maze and 1 free fried dough. Fried dough? Just call in at 555-239-KFAM with your guess. Now, here's some music while you get dialing.
Tá. Quê? Ninguém ligando ainda? Nada aqui. O que tem aqui? E aqui?
Play a record, Forrest.
Time to go on the journey that is Blast Processor with their hit song 1980X.
Oh, God, Forrest! That was amazing!
Thanks.
I can't wait to hear what people think that was.
How the hell did I get into this mess?
Lighten up, Forrest. That's gonna be the highlight of my week.
Tá. Bora?
Oh,
Aquele-
Forrest, there's a call coming in.
Alguém tá ligando.
Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
Aham. Ok. Aqui. Piscando. Tem alguém ligando. Vamos. Aqui, ó.
Welcome to 189.16 The Scream, caller. You're talking to Forrest Nash. What's going on with you tonight?
Forrest! Thank God I made it through. My name is Leslie Harper. I'm the 911 operator and police dispatcher for Gallows Creek.
Tá, e a gente tem como interagir aqui, ó. Você tá ligando pra adivinhar o grito? Noite tranquila? Você não deveria estar trabalhando?
Welcome to the show, Leslie. Are you calling in to Guess That Scream? As a 911 operator, I bet you may have an educated guess.
What? No! Look, I found a body and I need your help.
911 is calling me to report a body. Interesting setup. All right, I'll bite. What's the punchline then?
Forrest, I recognize her voice. I'm pretty sure that actually is our 911 operator. I think this is real.
Peggy, I'm not gonna be happy if this is a prank. I don't do prank segments on my shows. It's in my contract.
Forrest, I really don't think this is a prank.
Vamos perguntar pra ela, né? Se ela tá falando sério.
Leslie, I'll level with you. I find this hard to believe, but I'll hear you out. What exactly is going on?
Sheriff Matthews is dead.
What? Sheriff Matthews is dead?
I couldn't get any response from the department. That's never happened before, so I came to the station and I found him.
Oh, God, poor Sheriff Matthews. Do you know what happened to him?
Someone got him. Someone got up very close and I really don't want to say what they did to him.
Did he fight back?
I don't know. I think he tried. He's surrounded by bullet casings. I think he tried to shoot at whoever it was, but...
Caraca, gente. A Rapaz, onde estão os outros polícia aí?
I don't understand. Where are the other officers? Do they know? Have they secured the scene or whatever cops are supposed to do?
No, I checked everywhere. Deputy Martinez is here, but she's knocked out, tied up, and locked in a holding cell. I called you right after I found her.
God. Wait. Please don't tell me that this hick town only has 2 cops.
Don't be ridiculous. We have 3, but Officer Gunderson is on leave in Cancun.
Leslie, do you have any idea who could have done this?
Not a clue. I didn't see anything on my way over.
Leslie, you need to call over to Henderson or Quiet Ridge. They need to send someone over from their department.
I tried, but I can't call anything but local numbers. Something's wrong. I'll have to go there myself, let them know what's going on, and bring help back with me.
But if you leave while there's a murderer on the loose, who's gonna man the emergency line?
That's why I called. Forrest, I've routed all 911 calls to come into you.
Nossa! Ela encaminhou todas as ligações de emergência pra rádio, gente. Isso aqui vai virar um pandemônio, velho. Vamos ver. Por que eu?
I'm a radio talk show host, Leslie. I talk to idiot people about their idiot ideas. I'm not a 911 operator. Why me?
You're the only person with experience manning a phone line around here. You're the only person equipped for the job. Besides, there are lots of transferable skills between the two. It's like an interview. You ask questions to get information you can use. Keep people talking, you know? Guide the conversation and know when to jump in.
You do know that I'm so good at interviews, they sent me from Chicago to Gallows Creek, right?
So I've heard. But that doesn't matter. And besides, there are 2 of you. You can talk to each other, discuss ideas, work together. Hell, let's have some on-the-job training right now. I have an emergency. I need to get an unconscious Deputy Martinez out of that holding cell. It looks like whoever attacked her threw the keys into the cell after they locked the door.
Is there any way you can reach the keys?
No. There aren't any bars to the cell, and the door itself only has a food tray slot. And that's too narrow for me to reach through.
There's gotta be another way in.
Cara, que bizarro. Porque agora nós viramos uma central de emergência agora, né? Tá ligado isso aqui? Peraí, gente.
Any chance you could break down the door?
It's a holding cell, Forrest. These doors aren't budging for anybody.
Ah, tá sem. Tá ok, vamos ver aqui. Peraí, gente. Peraí, calma. Calma. Ok, vamos voltar. Encontre outra forma de entrar na cela.
Is there another way into the holding cell that you can see?
It wouldn't be much of a holding cell if it had a back door.
Para outro molho de chaves.
There's got to be another set of keys somewhere in that office. Those can't be the only ones.
Of course. Yes, there must be another set.
Where might another set be?
Mesa. Verificado um xerife, né? Ele deve ter todas as chaves, né?
Maybe Sheriff Matthews had a set of keys on him when he... You know.
I couldn't see any at a glance, but I didn't really look up close. 1 second.
Ok.
Oh, I think I might be sick. Sorry, Sheriff. I'm just gonna turn you over and... Oh. Please don't stare at me. Oh, wait. That might be them. I think I got the cell keys.
Looks like Sheriff Matthews might have saved his deputy. Do the keys work?
They do. Give me a minute to untie Deputy Martinez. I'll be right back.
So far, so good, I suppose. How are you feeling, Forrest?
There's no way that I can do this all night. I mean, sure, we got the deputy out of the cell, but what if the person that did this decides they aren't done? What do we do then?
Then we do our best. We don't have any other choice, really.
I guess we don't.
Come on, Martinez. There we go. Just gonna sit you in your office chair. We'll head to my car in a minute. I'm back. Deputy Martinez is still out cold. I'm taking her in the car with me to get help in Henderson. If the killer came back now, Martinez would be a sitting duck.
Você vai embora, vou deixar a gente sozinho e tal.
You mean we're gonna be on our own? Just Peggy and me, and no one else, responding to emergency calls.
You'll be fine. You and Peggy just work together like you did earlier. You can do this. Now I'll be back as soon as What? My car! My car is on fire!
What do you mean it's on fire?
How the hell? Did it just go up in smoke? What happened?
Wait. What? No way. This can't... Oh, Forrest, we have big trouble.
What's happening? What's that noise? It sounds like whistling?
Whistling? It can't be.
Oh my god. I can see him, but he's dead, right? Right? But that mask, how the hell is he?
Who, Leslie? Who?
The Whistling Man!
The Whistling Man? Who's the Whistling Man?
He was a serial killer back in the 50s, wore that mask. But he's dead! He's... What the hell?
Oh, God. Do you think he attacked Sheriff Matthews and Deputy Martinez?
He's coming this way!
Stay inside and lock the doors.
Right.
Forrest, come on. You need to focus.
Shit, we need a new plan. My car's torched. We need to think.
Corre, Berg.
You need to run for it. The Whistling Man might break through the door.
We can't run for it. Deputy Martinez isn't even conscious. And what are we going to do? Run to Henderson on foot?
There should be police cruisers at the sheriff's office, right? Like, you should take one of those.
Yeah, that could work. Let me check if Martinez has any... I'll just reach into your pocket there, Deputy, and... Yes, got him. Keys for Squad Car 3. I saw that parked out front when I got here.
Nice one, Forrest. Good thinking.
But, wait. How am I supposed to get us to the car? The Whistling Man is right there.
Caraca, gente. O negócio tá doido aqui, hein? O negócio tá maluco, hein? Peraí, calma. Peraí. Caraca, velho. Que isso? Pega a arma do xerife? É.
The sheriff must have a gun, right? Can you see it?
There was a gun next to him. Let me grab it. Shit. It's empty.
He must have emptied it trying to defend himself.
Cara, que doido, velho. Que doido isso aqui, que doido. Peraí, calma. O que a gente faz? Eu tô começando a entrar no clima do jogo aqui. Tá vendo as outras armas?
Are there any other weapons lying around that you could use?
I didn't see anything earlier. Let me check Deputy Martinez's belt. All right. It looks like the Whistling Man left her with a baton, pepper spray, and taser. I can only hold one if I'm carrying Deputy Martinez. Which should I take?
Peraí, o que ela deve fazer? Ai, meu Deus. E agora? Spray de pimenta?
The pepper spray should be easy to use and carry. Take that.
Got it. I'm just going to grab Deputy Martinez and then... Wait. Do you hear that?
Não, tem nada.
No, I can't hear anything.
Exactly. It's gone quiet. No more knocking.
Cara, que bizarro isso. O jogo, ele começa a te deixar numa tensão Peraí. Você consegue ver o cara?
You said you could see the Whistling Man earlier. Can you still see him?
Let me take a look. No, I don't see him anywhere. But I can see the
Sumiu.
car. Squad car 3, it's right there. Okay, Deputy Martinez, if you can hear me, it's time to move. Just lean on me. Yep, there you go.
Are you sure about this, Leslie?
No time like the present, right? So, here we go.
Aê,
Again,
Faelzeira.
you're hooked into dispatch now, so I should be able to radio you when I reach the car.
Obrigado,
If I reach
querido.
it.
Valeu.
Speak to you soon.
Tamo junto. Obrigado. Bom dia. Boa sorte. Vamos dar boa sorte pra ela, vai.
Good luck, Leslie.
That's one brave woman. God, I hope
Cara,
she
que
makes it through
doido
this.
isso, velho. Que doido.
You know, I've got to say, this really wasn't what I expected when I came into work today.
Well, they always say you have to be ready for everything in live radio.
Caraca, gente. E agora?
Oh, I think we've got Leslie back on the line. I'm putting the call through.
Ah,
Hello? Forrest? Peggy? This is Leslie. Are you there? Over.
sim. Olá.
We're here, Leslie. So I guess you made it to the car then. Over?
Sorry about the CB chat. Old habit. But yes, we made it to the car. Deputy Martinez is in the passenger seat, still out cold. I don't see the Whistling Man anywhere, and I don't plan to wait for him. So I'm going to get us moving. Jesus! God damn it! Get back! Get away from her! The whistling! No! Get off her, you son of a bitch! Forrest, the pepper spray's not working. It's not getting through the mask. No!
Leslie, drive!
Martinez! God damn it!
Leslie, you need to hold it together right now.
Forrest, he slit her throat.
You need to get to Henderson, Leslie. We can't let this happen again.
Peggy's right. We've all got our part to play now. How long do you think it's going to take to get help?
Gallows Creek is in Nowheresville, but it's pretty damn close. It's going to take a while, maybe 2-3 hours each way. Slightly less if I put my foot down.
You keep that pedal to the floor then. We'll see when you're back.
Thank you. I'll be back as fast as I can. All right, both. God damn it. I need a minute. I'll be out of range soon. I'll radio back as soon as I can, once I got the cavalry.
Cara, que doido isso.
Try not to crash. We need you back in one piece.
Good luck, Leslie.
Que louco.
Folks, you heard it here. We've got a killer on the streets of Gallows Creek tonight. Please make sure to stay safe. And Leslie, we're counting on you. We're gonna get back to the show meanwhile. If you have anything on your mind or have any information about this Whistling Man character, then give us a call. We'll talk here on 189.16, The Scream. For now, here's another hit record for you all to enjoy.
Cara, o jogo te deixa tenso e você começa a entrar nesse clima de tentar entender o que tá acontecendo. É muito louco. Muito louco. Alguém? Não? Deixa eu pôr uma fita pra ver aqui o que rola. Peraí,
I better
calma.
put a record on.
Ah, um disco? Eita, soltei a fita. Falou que é melhor tocar um disco. Vocês viram que eu tô evitando, né? Evitando tocar música, porque eu não sei de direitos autorais, copyright e tal.
This is not what I signed up for, Peggy.
This is actually insane.
Did she really say it's gonna take her 4 hours? This guy's gonna kill half the town in 4 hours.
Forrest, that's not helpful.
I know, I just... Who is this Whistling Man character anyway?
He was a serial killer back in the 50s. Edward Marshall Mooney. Went around in a freaky mask, whistling, and killed about a dozen folks in Gallows Creek. No reason for it. No motive. He just did.
Nossa, gente. O assobiador. Vamos perguntar o que aconteceu com ele.
Okay. What happened to him?
Well, police chased him up to Ellis Point one night. We call it Whistling Point now. And it was on this night actually. The police cornered him and he jumped into the river. His body was never found.
So is he alive? Dead? I mean, what's the story?
Story is he's biding his time, waiting to take revenge on the town.
All right, that's the story. What's the truth?
Other than we have a whistling killer on our hands tonight, I don't know.
Eu tô começando a entrar no clima, então acho que vamos descobrir.
I guess we'll find out what we're dealing with, whether we like it or not.
I guess so.
At least we got the word out, I guess. What kind of listening figures do we get at this time?
On a Thursday after midnight, could be around 35?
35? Isn't 3,500? Huh. I didn't realize Gallows Creek was that large.
No, 35 people. At best.
Are you serious? We only have 35 listeners?
35, yeah. It's a school night.
And what's the population of Gallows Creek?
I don't know exactly. A little over 1,000?
Oh.
How many did you get before? You know.
Before my career exploded and I ended up on a midnight hour talk show in the town of 1,000 people?
Yeah, before that.
Around 5 for most shows on the low end? Big Gas could pump that up to 10, 15, easy.
5,000 on the low end? We could only dream of that.
5 million.
Million?
Yeah, sometimes that's just the way it goes. At least the Whistling Man hasn't killed me yet. I guess.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna learn a lot about perspective tonight, huh? Oh, we have a call coming in. Take it when you're ready.
Tá, mais uma ligação. Vamos ver o que será agora, gente.
Hello, caller. You're live on 189.16, The Scream. Is everything, all right? Okay, who is this? Are you, hello? Hello? Okay, what's your name and why are you calling in?
You know my name. I've come back from the dead to kill again. No one's safe.
Caraca.
Do you accept requests? I've got a list of names I'd love to see in the obituaries.
Maybe you must make a sacrifice to us.
A sacrifice? To us?
I mean, me.
Blefe.
We want cheese-dusted
Crotch.
pretzels. I mean, I want cheese-dusted pretzels. Or I'll cut your face off.
Goddamn kids. I'm cutting them off.
189.16.
We also want a mega gulp.
For anyone just tuning in, we do in fact have an actual killer out on the streets tonight. Anyway,
Ótimo.
this next one's dedicated to all of you staying inside with your doors and windows locked.
Aqui é tipo o Stream Deck aqui, ó. Ai, Annelise, oh, querida. Bom
Dead
dia.
air is a crime, Forrest.
Bom dia.
Peggy, the hell was that? Kids pretending to be a killer who right now is stalking the town?
It's a thing.
A thing?
Oh, kids around here. They pull pranks pretending to be him.
By pretending to be this whistling man character?
They think it's funny, but it's not. It's not funny at all.
And there's no chance that our whistling man was just a prank. That Leslie...
No, that's real.
Christ.
Let's stay positive. We still have a show to do. We already have another caller on the line.
Opa,
All right. Let's do this.
mais um ouvinte, gente. Vamos, ó. Luzinha piscando aqui, ó. Bora.
Time to turn the music off.
Ah,
Hello, caller. You're live on The Scream with me, Forrest Nash.
What? I dialed 911. I need the sheriff right away.
Okay, right. Well, I'm filling in for 911 tonight. What's your name and what's your trouble?
My name is Sandra Sharp, and I need the cops now.
policial.
I'm sorry, Sandra, but the sheriff is dead. We're trying to get help in from Henderson now.
What? God. Listen, you've got to help me then. I drove to the edge of town for a jazz run, and now some psycho dressed like the Whistling Man is after me, knife in hand.
Oh god. It's actually happening.
Where are you now? Did you escape to somewhere safe?
Oh, I did, baby. I jazz ran all the way to my car and nothing flat. But I dropped my keys somewhere along the way. I never locked the door at least, so I've got a place to hide, but I can't get moving.
Caraca, peraí. Parece... Você pode voltar pra pegar a chave, né? Ela tem que sair com o carro.
Can you go back and find your keys?
Oh, I'm not going back out there. Oh, shoot. Oh, he's back. Look, I don't know a thing about cars, but I gotta start this engine without the keys. And you're gonna have to help me.
Wait, I don't...
If it helps, I've got a toolkit buried beneath my spare sweatbands. I'll call you back when I find it.
Caraca,
You're
gente.
listening to 189.16, The Scream. Hosted by me, Forrest Nash, your friendly neighborhood radio host, mechanic and savior. Sit tight while the record spins, folks. This one goes out to you, Sandra.
Cara, que doido. Doido isso. Que doido. Vamos voltar aqui a programação, né? Ela ligar, né?
Doesn't the station have a show about cars? The Tamora twins or something?
Timberline twins talk motors. Yeah. You know they're not even brothers.
Really? They look the same, though.
I know, but they're not even related. It's weird. I asked them about it once, and they got really sweaty and defensive. Anyway, go see what you can find. The offices are out the door and down the hall.
Que doido, gente. Que doido isso aqui. Olha. Ah, tá tocando a linha. Desliga aqui. Aí. Vou atender a ligação aqui, ó.
You find anything?
Ainda não, vou continuar procurando. Cansei de procurar. Me diz o que eu tô procurando mesmo? Como assim? Não é a chave?
Remind me what I'm looking for again.
The caller is trying to start a car without the keys.
Yeah, and we have a car show, right?
Timberline Twins Talk Motors, yeah. I would go see what they have on their desk at the far end of the offices.
Thanks, Peggy.
Tá. Ok.
You find anything?
Pera aí, como que é? Ainda não.
I'm done looking. Let's just get on with the call.
You sure about that?
Yeah, let's do this.
If you're sure. Caller on line 1.
Thanks, Peggy.
Deixa assim mesmo. Ops. Coloca mesmo. Lembrando que eu tô no PC jogando com o controle, tá? Do Sirius S. Dá pra inverter, né? Ó.
We're back with 189.16, The Scream. How are you holding up, Sandra?
The creep's looking through the parking lot trying to find me. But I've got my tools, and I'm ready to get this hunk of junk moving. How do we start this baby?
Isso.
Put the screwdriver in the ignition and twist clockwise.
Here goes, baby. Screwdriver's too fat to fit. What next?
Parafuso.
Unscrew the steering column.
All right. Just turn. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, God. How long are these screws? Okay. Cover's off. There's a bunch of wires down here all paired up and... Oh, God, my heart is pumping.
You're doing great.
Isso, força.
Okay. I can do this. There's a red wire, a blue wire, a yellow wire, a green wire, and a brown wire.
Ai, meu Deus. E agora? Azul, vermelho?
Strip the blue and red wires and twist them together.
Okay, here we go. Blue and red and twist and turn and... Oh, it won't turn off. Oh, do this to me, Dad. Radio. Three pink wires going into the stereo. What do I do?
Cut the middle wire.
Oh my God! Oh, he's coming right for me! Thanks for nothing, you... Oh, you bad mister! I do a mean kickball change and I swear I...
Cara, eu acho que nós matamos a ouvinte, gente.
Well, let's just hope she is jazz flying up to heaven.
Forrest!
Sorry, couldn't help myself. Folks, Gallows Creek just lost one of its own.
Everyone, please stay home.
Stay home, stay safe, and stay tuned. This next track is dedicated to Sandra. Taken too soon.
I still can't believe this is happening.
Right? Like Gallows Creek didn't already have enough to worry about?
What do you mean?
Gallows Creek is a miserable place to live.
Really? Miserable?
Cara.
Peggy, be honest, it's a dump. There's nothing to do here. Hell, I'm almost ready to thank this whistling guy for at least making things interesting.
Well, I like it here. People are polite and, friendly, usually, if you get to know them. Come on, there must be something you like about this place.
After a while, you don't even notice the smell? I guess that's nice.
Smell? What the? There's There's no smell.
You've lived here your whole life, Peggy. You wouldn't recognize it by now.
Anyway, I hope the killer is done for the night, and that Leslie gets back soon.
Me too. Can we at least call off that stupid Guess the Scream contest now?
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. Caller on line 1.
Caraca, galera, tem mais um ouvinte. Vamos lá, né? A gente conseguiu ajudar. Segundo
We have a
F,
call waiting.
vamos ver o terceiro. Ou é um trote,
Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
ok?
Evening, caller. This is Forrest Nash, host of 189.16 The Scream, and tonight's 911 stand-in.
Hey, Forrest. My name is Brian. Brian Ponte. Brian Ponte of Ponte's Pizza.
Ele quer fazer propaganda, cara.
Hello, Brian Ponte of Ponte's Pizza. What have you got to say about what's happening?
Oh, I'm so sad that Deputy Martinez didn't make it. I saw her a lot over the years down here at Ponte's Pizza. It's just terrible. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you for doing your best. So, I'm sending you some coupons for free pizza here at Ponte's Pizza. Just a little something to look forward to when all this blows over.
Wow. Brian Ponte of Ponte's Pizza. That's really good of you, but you really don't have to, though.
Oh, it's the least I can do. And if you like it, well, you're in luck, because we're always running great deals that'll have you eating for pennies.
Sounds great, bro.
And let me tell you, the pizza we have is to die for. Oh, no. Poor choice of words tonight, I guess.
É, não foi legal, né? Não foi legal. Foi de mau gosto.
That was pretty tasteless, I have to say.
I'm sorry, Forrest. Well, I just hope I didn't put you or anyone else off coming on down to Ponte's Pizza. We've got a great special this weekend. Our famous beer and pizza deal.
Wait a minute.
Come on down to Ponte's Pizza this weekend. You've just got to pay for one slice to get yourself.
God damn it, you're just calling in to advertise your shop. Peggy, hang up on him.
Oh,
Done. Oh, real quick, before I forget, it's probably time we played a paid ad.
Now, a word from our sponsors.
You know how to play an ad, right?
não.
Nope.
In-flight check time.
Christ.
Our captain would like to remind you that the station is required by law to play advertisements from our sponsors. Grab a cassette and stick it in the player.
Tá. Ela quer que a gente passe anúncios agora do patrocinador. Ah, galera, deixa eu agradecer a todo mundo que ficou comigo em gameplay
The
até
cassette
agora.
player is on the desk in front of you, just above the sound blaster. There should be a cassette in the dock nearby.
Tá, ok. Não vou pôr, tá? Mas não esqueçam aí de deixar aquele like, ativa o sininho, compartilhar muito com a galera de vocês nas redes sociais. A pegada do jogo, eu entendi. Precise mais a
Hit eject
fundo.
to open the player, then stick the tape in. Then you just gotta hit play.
Pegue chata, pegue é chata. Então vamos fazer o seguinte, início de gameplay. É isso. Jogo legal. Talvez eu traga mais dele aqui com certeza. Valeu, guys. Muito obrigado. Fui.